Have you ever walked away from a conversation with a woman wondering, was she into me or just being polite? You're not alone. The truth is, most men completely miss the hidden signals women give off when they're genuinely attracted. Not because those signs aren't there, but because they're subtle, often disguised as innocent gestures or casual comments. But once you know what to look for, it's like unlocking a secret code. In this video, I'll reveal the 8 psychological signs a woman finds you attractive, and trust me, once you learn to spot them, you'll never second-guess her interest again. And if you stay until the end, I'll share one powerful bonus sign backed by science that most men overlook entirely. Let's dive in, because attraction doesn't lie, it just whispers. Sign number 1, she smirks or gives playful. Half smiles. Not all attraction looks like a dazzling grin. In fact, when a woman is drawn to you, she may go the opposite route, keeping her expression subtle and teasing. That's where the smirk or half smile comes into play. It's not about being obvious, it's about creating just enough mystery to spark your curiosity. A woman who smirks when you speak is doing something strategic. It's a controlled move, a blend of interest and challenge. She's giving you a taste of flirtation without overcommitting. You tell a story, and instead of laughing out loud, she gives you that sly grin. You catch her watching you and she quickly shifts her gaze, but not before you see that playful look on her face. Research from the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior confirms that small facial expressions, like half smiles and smirks, are powerful tools in attraction. They make you lean in, question what she's thinking, and most importantly, they make you engage. They pull you into her world of subtle signals and emotional tension. If she's smiling in that quiet, mysterious way and making you wonder whether it's friendly or flirty, that's intentional. She wants you to pick up on it without her needing to spell it out. It's her way of saying, I'm into you, but I'm waiting to see if you can read between the lines. Sign number 2, she holds eye contact. Just a bit longer, eye contact isn't just about seeing someone, it's about feeling seen. And when a woman is attracted to you, she'll often hold your gaze for just a fraction of a second longer than usual. It's not enough to seem obvious, but it's enough to register on a subconscious level. That moment lingers, and so does the feeling it creates. Think about it. You're in a conversation, and she's looking right at you, not in a robotic way, but with a softness in her eyes. Then, instead of immediately looking away, she holds it just a moment longer. Then she smiles or glances down with a slight blush. That extra second, it's powerful. Studies show that prolonged eye contact, even by just a few seconds, can trigger the release of oxytocin, the hormone that builds emotional connection and trust. That's why those small moments can feel so intimate, even if nothing is said out loud. And it's not just about duration, it's also about how she looks at you. If her pupils are slightly dilated, if her face seems more relaxed or open when she sees you, those are all signs her body is reacting on an instinctual level. So when she meets your eyes and holds that moment, don't look away too quickly. That lingering gaze might be her way of inviting you into something deeper without a single word. Sign number 3, her voice softens or changes around you. Most men miss this one entirely, but it's a dead giveaway. When a woman is drawn to someone, her voice often changes. And no, she's not doing it on purpose. It's an instinctive reaction. You might notice she speaks more softly, more slowly, or with a warmth that wasn't there when she spoke to others. That's her way of creating emotional intimacy. It could be subtle. Her pitch might drop slightly, giving her voice a more sensual tone. Or it might go a little higher, more playful, more light-hearted. But what matters is the shift. She's not using her public voice anymore. She's switched to a tone reserved for connection, comfort, and closeness. She might say your name more often. She might let her words linger, draw them out a bit, or laugh in a softer, more inviting way. These vocal changes are subtle, but incredibly revealing. According to research in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, women naturally adjust their vocal patterns when talking to someone they're attracted to. It's the body's way of building rapport, reducing emotional distance, and saying, I like you, without ever saying it directly. So next time you talk to her, tune in. Compare how she speaks to others with how she speaks to you. If there's a softness or warmth that feels different, that's not random. That's attraction coming through in the sound of her voice. Sign up for 4. She compliments your physical traits, subtly. If a woman is into you, she doesn't always come out and say, "You're attractive." Most women aren't that direct, especially in the early stages. Instead, she'll compliment small things that most people wouldn't notice. Your scent, your smile, your eyes, the way your shirt fits. These aren't casual comments, they're coded messages. When she says, "That color looks really good on you," or "You always smell amazing," "What cologne is that?" She's not just making conversation, she's pointing out something she noticed, something she liked while watching how you react. Women do this to keep their interest under the radar. A direct compliment feels risky. It exposes too much. But an indirect one gives her cover. If you respond positively, she knows you're open. If you don't, she can play it off like it was nothing. And pay attention to comparisons too. If she says you remind her of a famous actor, a character she likes, or someone stylish, that's a compliment in disguise. It's her way of expressing attraction through analogy. Also, the more specific the compliment, the more meaningful it is. Nice jacket is whatever, but that jacket really suits your vibe. You've got that effortless style is deliberate. She's letting you know she's noticed you, not just as a person, but as a man. Sign number 5. She mirrors your movements or speech patterns. One of the clearest yet most overlooked signs of attraction is mirroring. When a woman subconsciously starts mimicking your gestures, posture, or speech rhythm, it means she feels connected to you, even if she's not aware she's doing it. This mirroring can be subtle. Maybe you run your hand through your hair, and seconds later, she adjusts hers. Or you lean forward during a conversation, and she does the same without realizing. You cross your arms, and moments later, she does too. These are unconscious signals her brain is sending, trying to establish rapport and sync with your energy. The same applies to language. If she starts using the same phrases you use, matching your tone, or even laughing in a similar rhythm, she's tuning herself to you. This isn't copying, it's chemistry. Psychologists call this the chameleon effect, and it's been studied for decades. It's a proven way people build trust and connection with someone they like or admire. In attraction, it becomes a bridge between two people, subtle but powerful. So if you notice her reflecting your movements or echoing your words, don't dismiss it as coincidence. Her subconscious is signaling comfort, familiarity, and interest. It's her body's way of saying, "We're in sync." That's not random, it's personal. Sign Circa 6. She finds reasons to be close to you. Physically. Physical proximity isn't just about space, it's about emotion. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll look for subtle excuses to be closer. Not necessarily in an obvious or touchy-feely way, but in small, calculated moves that keep her near you. Think about when you're in a group setting. Is she often finding a seat next to you, even when there are others available? Does she lean in when she talks, even though the room isn't that loud? When you walk side by side, does she match your pace and occasionally brush against your shoulder or arm? These aren't accidental. They're intentional efforts to share space, to enter your personal bubble just enough to create a sense of connection, but not so much that it feels forced. Touch is a powerful trigger for attraction, and even the slightest brush of her hand or shoulder releases dopamine and builds physical comfort. She may touch your arm briefly when making a point, adjust something on your jacket, or even pretend to accidentally bump into you. These moments are small, but they're all part of a larger message. I want to be closer. When a woman isn't interested, she creates distance, physically and emotionally. But when she's into you, she closes that gap whenever she can. If she's always near, that's not luck, it's desire in motion. Sign number 7. Playful provocation. Humor is safe territory for flirtation because it masks vulnerability with fun. When she starts teasing, giving you a cheeky nickname, mock challenging your opinion, or giggling at jokes that aren't stand-up caliber, she's investing emotional energy. Playful sparring lets her gauge your confidence and see if you can keep the banter airborne. She may say, "Oh, you think you're smooth?" Then pause, eyeing your response. Rise to the occasion with light-hearted wit, not defensiveness. The shared laughter creates inside jokes, mini bonds only the two of you understand. Remember, if she weren't interested, she'd stay formal and reserved. Playfulness is permission, an invitation to dance verbally before things get more direct. Sign number 8, thoughtful, specific praise. Sincere compliments are currency, and women spend them wisely. When she highlights something unique, your calm under pressure, the confident way you walk into a room, or how your cologne blends with your natural scent, she's revealing careful observation. Women tend to notice nuance, so if she remarks, "You always seem unflappable when deadlines hit," she's admiring qualities tied to competence and strength. Such praise isn't filler, it's her way of saying, "I value these traits and see them in you." Resist the impulse to downplay. Accept graciously and perhaps reciprocate with a genuine observation about her. This mutual acknowledgement cements a positive feedback loop. She feels heard, you feel appreciated. Bonus sign: the mirror effect. Mirroring is the stealthiest indicator of attraction. A woman unconsciously aligns her posture, gestures, or pacing with the person she's into. You lean back. Moments later, she does too. You take a sip of coffee. Her hand lifts to her glass. This subconscious mimicry is rooted in our brain's mirror neuron system, which fosters empathy and rapport. Because it operates below awareness, even the smoothest conversationalist can't fake it convincingly for long. It simply happens when she feels attuned to you. To test it discreetly, adjust your seating position or fold your hands differently. If she echoes the move within a beat or two, chances are high her subconscious is shouting what her words haven't yet. I'm connected to you. Pick up on it. Maintain comfortable eye contact and lean into the conversation. You're already 2 steps ahead in the attraction game. When it comes to female attraction, the truth is hidden in plain sight, not in what she says, but in what her body reveals when she thinks no one's watching. The half smile. The lingering eye contact, the way her voice softens, her compliments hint, her hands find reasons to touch, and her body moves closer without a word. Most men look for big signals, obvious declarations, clear signs, but women often communicate interest through subtlety. They speak through nuance, through instinctive behaviors that bypass logic and go straight to emotion. The key? Pay attention. Watch how she reacts only with you. Notice what changes when you're in the room, because when a woman is truly drawn to you, her body will say everything her words don't. Now that you know what to look for, the next time you're with her, listen not just with your ears, but with your eyes. Her signals are there, quiet, confident, and real. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Until next time, stay sharp and always pay attention to the details most people miss.